Some businessman, ang tingin sa strategy ko, kabobohan.
How do you define success in life?
Success, simple lang. Huwag ka lang pabigat sa ibang tao.
Okay, Coach Russ.
Yes!
Introduce yourself. Who are you and what do you do for a living?
Sige, my name is Russ Huson and a lot of people call me Coach Russ. And most of the time, ano bang ginagawa ko for a living? Kasi hindi ko alam kung nagtatrabaho ba ako or hindi. But most of the time kasi I just enjoy what I do. But what I do is I enjoy working with people, specifically leaders, business owners, let them understand themselves better so they can lead other people. So most probably siguro leadership empowerment, tama ba?
Yeah.
But a lot of people do always say it's really my work is transformation.
Transformation. But do you also consider yourself as a businessman?
Oo, kasi in the end, marami naman kasing coach tsaka gumagawa ng parang training na wala namang negosyo. So
Yeah.
since gusto ko tulungan mga negosyante, hindi rin pwedeng tutulungan ko sila pero hindi ko naman naintindihan ano yung pinagdadaanan nila.
Yes.
So may mga iba't ibang negosyo din ako na somehow proud ako dahil tumatakbo ng kusa,
Yeah.
kumikita ng kusa, nag-e-expand ng kusa habang nandito ako sa farm na nag-enjoy.
Nice. Also, Coach, I'm very curious din, no? Kasabi mo rin, you are a business owner. Tingin mo, how do you separate yourself to a lot of business owners right now? What's authentic about Russ Huson as a business owner?
Siguro ako yung negosyante na karamihan ng nakatingin sa akin na traditional negosyante is walang alam sa negosyo. Kasi nga, halos lahat ng financial decision ko, hindi ko binabase sa datas o research, but binabase ko lang siya sa intuition ko. Ang tawag ko dyan, faith work eh. So,
Faith work.
halos lahat ng decision ko sa negosyo, walang basihan. Kung hindi, feeling ko lang saan ako nililid ng may kapal. At higit sa lahat, understand that if I make my creator, my God, as the CEO, as the center, if I go wrong, maybe I need to learn that lesson.
Yeah.
But in the end, siguro, Donovan, for the past 15 to 20 years, kung pumalpak man ako, hindi ko siya nakitang palpak kasi naging stepping board siya ng kung nasaan ako ngayon. So,
yeah. What I'm getting from your share, Coach Russ, no, is really the word spirituality. And tingin mo, Coach Russ, what's the definition of spirituality today in the other religions right now?
Siguro, hindi ko lang itatouch yung religion kasi hindi ko naman inaral yung
Yeah.
religion. Naging religious lang
Kasi I believe
ako.
parang yun lang yung most common na term nila.
Oo.
Spirituality is connected with religion.
Oo.
What's the difference of the word spirituality today?
Yung spirituality siguro is ang pagkaintindi ko at pagka-practice ko is in the end, I am a spiritual being. Ibig sabihin, hindi ako human being but I'm a spiritual being in a human body experience. So which means, kung nakatutok lang ako sa human body experience ko, pero hindi ko tinignan yung sino man ako at saan ako nanggaling, baka yung buhay ko ngayon, sa dami ng pinagagawa ko, Donovan, will be malulunod ako sa stress and anxiety.
Yeah.
So, which means if I just focus myself as a human being with physical body, which is very limited,
Yeah.
na I guess ang pinakapuhunan ng karamihan ng negosyante na katulad ko is hard work.
Hard work, yeah.
So, again, I have nothing against hard work. I'm very, very, very hardworking, not in my work or not in my business, but I work so hard in making sure I connect to my spirituality, in connecting to my inner knowing, connecting to my inner consciousness that will allow me to create my life that is about ease and flow. So, which means, if nakatutok ako sa aking faith work,
Yeah.
which is also nurturing and connecting to my spirituality, yung experience ko sa buhay is parang ease and flow lang, no? na in the end, nakita mo ako, ilang araw tayo magkasama, Donovan.
Yeah, we're here for the past 3 days.
Plus next week, may 5 days, 8 days, no?
Yeah.
Now, you know how much I'm paid for the past 3 days, tama ba?
Yeah. Millions.
Okay ba yan?
Yeah.
Pero nakita mo ba ako nagtatrabaho?
Hindi. Having fun.
Oo. Pero kumikita ako.
Yeah.
So para sa akin, spirituality is never about working so hard to create what you want, but it's really playing to create what you want. Why? Because pag ang puhunan ko is spirituality, wala akong katapusan in terms of receiving the artistic flow coming from the source of all the creativity. So, I don't know if you notice, nakailang session ka na sa akin for how many months or years already. Na-notice mo ba na yung ginagawa ko with clients, with my audience is pare-pareho or talagang each work is unique?
Each work is unique and iba-iba yung experiences ng clients depending on what are their needs.
Yeah, simply because again, when you're connected to your source, when you're connected to your spirit, when you nurture and connect with your highest truth, highest being, which is your spirit or your soul, that is the ultimate source of creativity.
Yeah.
More than that, yung ease and flow na nakita mo naman, 4 na araw tayo magkasama, okay? Ni walang balak, ni walang plano, pero anong nakita mo in the entire 4 days?
Ease and flow, dire-diretso, no dead time. Talagang productive all the way. Sulit na sulit yung araw ng client.
Yeah. As it perfect yung ginawa kahit walang plano.
Totoo.
Yeah, because you're spiritually led, okay?
Yeah.
You are led by your creator, and when that is where you come from, imposibleng hindi ka magkakaroon ng ease and flow. Plus, I think yung abundance na nangyari na sa sobrang dami nating na-accomplish, parang ang dami pa nating time doon.
Yeah.
Nakapag-ilog pa tayo, nakapag-falls pa tayo, ang daming sleep time. So, can you imagine that, no? This morning, may meeting tayo. Parang, kung isipin mo, parang 3 hours yung discussion, pero 20 minutes pa lang pala.
Yeah.
How can you explain that?
So parang what I'm getting from your share, Coach, is first, spirituality will help you with synchronicity with your work that you're doing. And sometimes, hindi mo kailangan ng sobrang hard work and at the same time, preparedness para malabas mo yung pinaka-excellent work mo. So, I'm really curious also, Coach, no? How do you practice spirituality to be able na ma-generate mo yung desired income mo in your life?
Wow. So parang connecting spirituality to money.
To money,
Right? So, if I may ask you, no, lagi ko namang sinasabi, Donovan, income or money is never about money.
Yeah.
But if there's one word about money that I feel na very popular, that I also want to enjoy is what you call energy.
Energy.
So if we take a look at energy, okay, energy has no beginning and an end. Tama ba?
Tama.
No, the spirit, may beginning and end ba? Wala.
Spirit, wala.
Wala. Okay. Energy can't be seen but can be felt. Tama ba?
Yeah. Tama.
Ganon din yung spirit. Tama? So therefore, when you are connected to the source, connected to your spirit, connected to who you are, to the energy that you carry on a day-to-day basis, that means you are connected to the ultimate source of blessing, which is an abundant blessing coming from the source. So, natutuwa lang ako simply because I now understand if I just work connecting to my spirit, connecting to my soul, my creator is working for me, through me, and by me. So, it's no longer me.
Yeah.
No? And yan yung nakita ko na meron akong favorite passage noon, is not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit. So, anong ibig sabihin nun para sa akin? Hindi siya by might, hard work. Hindi siya by power, which is my intelligence, my own intelligence, or my strategic mind. But relying on the spirit, which is fun, which is flow, which is easy. And therefore, when I rely on my spirit, when I trust fully in the capacity of my creator, which means I operate not coming from fear, not coming from doubt, not coming from worry, but I operate coming from faith. So, ibig sabihin, even if yung mga result na nakikita ko sa aking bank account is not yet where I should be
Yeah.
or where I want to be. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay? Why? Because I act in hope. So, ibig sabihin, kunwari gusto ko income ngayon is 1 billion.
Mm.
Okay? I will not act my action based on how much I have today, but I will base it act on how much I want to have. So that's hope. That's why it's called enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Talaga yung galak na galak ka, excited ka no matter what.
Yeah.
But above all, I guess this is the most important part, okay, is love. No? So love is really put in love to everything that you do. Love anyone who you meet, which is putting in love in how you are as a human being.
Yeah. Nice. And what I'm getting from your share, Coach, no, is really putting in faith work in the process to make everything na ginagawa mo right now align to what you really want. Because right now, as you've said, hindi mo pa na-acquire yung pinaka gustong-gusto mo eh. Pero you're matching yourself to be able na eventually, dadating na lang siya on the right time.
Siguro let me qualify, no? Kung saan ako nang galing,
Yeah.
Donovan, lahat ng ito, bonus na lang eh. As in, bonus lahat, no? So, anong ibig sabihin ng bonus lahat? Wala na akong pinapangarap, wala na akong hinahangad. Kung hindi, paano ko ma-share etong technology, etong principle, etong teaching na meron ako,
Yeah.
so that magiging accessible to sa lahat eh.
Mm.
Kasi pag naging accessible to sa lahat, siguro yung pangarap ko, Donovan, matutupad na ng first world country, Philippines. And the only way we can do that is to start allowing people to move their consciousness from hard work to faith work.
Wait, Coach, I want you to explain how do you imagine the Philippines is a first world country?
Okay, I want you to understand that we as Filipino, we have great talent, we have great skills. Mahusay at magaling tayo eh.
Yeah.
Kaso lang, hindi siya nata-translate into result. Kasi nga, yung mindset natin, hindi pang first world country. Yung mindset natin is pang alipin pa rin. So which means, we're still stuck in the culture that we all grew up with, na bilang Pinoy, tayo ay alipin. No? Nakakalungkot nga na yung pinaka-income na malaki sa atin, no? Or isa sa pinakamalaki na income is OFW. And if you look at the OFW, karamihan, hindi naman sa mataas na posisyon, kung hindi, karamihan, alipin. So, hindi pa rin naalis sa mindset natin yung pagiging alipin. So, which means, when you are alipin, that mindset is what you call victim mentality. So, which means, ito yung karamihan napanganak akong mahirap, mamamatay akong mahirap. So, galing lang ako ng Dubai, Donovan, and most of the people na nag-abroad, like sa family ko, ang belief system, parang gaganda ang buhay, yayaman ka pag nakapag-abroad ka na. And parang opposite yata yung nakikita ko. Feeling ko lang, parang mas masarap pa ang buhay sa Pilipinas kahit walang-wala ka kasi nakakain mo yung gusto mong pagkain. Okay? Yung mga mahal mo sa buhay, kasama mo. Kahit walang income. But nakita ko sa abroad, habang lumalaki income, yung buhay hindi naman sumasarap gumaganda. Parang pumapangit-pangit. Meron pa 30, 40 years na nasa abroad, hindi pa rin makauwi. So, ano yun? Paano mo i-define? So, which means para sa akin, yung success, hindi siya nakabase kung anong industry na saan ka. Hindi siya nakabase kung saang bansa ka meron. Hindi siya nakabase kung anong background mo. Kung hindi nakabase siya sa pananaw mo sa buhay or yung mindset mo or your consciousness mo around success, around life, around money.
Yeah. Tingin mo, Coach, what are the practices that we need to incorporate in our life as Filipino para eventually lahat tayo mag-align at magtulungan to be able na ma-achieve natin yung first world country?
Siguro yung pinakaunang practice na gusto kong malaman natin sa Pilipino na unang-una, tanggalin natin yung practice or mindset ng pagiging victim. Anong ibig sabihin nun, no? Yun na nga karamihan ng Pilipino laging laging nagbe-blame, okay, laging nagja-justify, tapos ang daming dramatic, no? Ang daming alam mo to, yung madaling magtampo, no? And that's something that we now start to look into na when we start fixing our mindset from the victim mindset to responsible mindsets, which means Kung biktima ka man, yes.
Yeah.
But you know what? You can stay away from it. Get away from it. So which means the first thing we want to understand is if you're stuck with your life, maybe because you're carrying a lot of blame, a lot of anger, a lot of pain, a lot of shame in our life. And katulad yun, di ba? Naggugupit tayo, nagko-content tayo, maingay si Gaston. Pero hindi natin sasabihin, tumigil ka dyan!
Yeah.
Ang ingay-ingay mo!
Yeah.
Ayan, no, maingay pa rin siya. So, hindi tayo epektado
Yeah.
sa external things, kung hindi, patuloy pa rin tayong naka-connect
Yeah.
doon sa gusto nating mangyari. So which means, if there's one thing I want Filipinos to understand, that you have all the capacity to change the course of your life. And the first thing I want you to understand that you are never a victim, but you are solely 100% responsible with your life. You cannot blame the government. You cannot blame your parents. You cannot blame your community. You cannot blame anyone for your misery, because in the end, I want to let you know that you will always have a choice. And the best choice siguro na gusto kong ipaalam sa madlang people is that if you do not like where you are, change it.
Yeah.
And the way you change it is get yourself into the two words, most important words for me to create the life that I want and change and be successful on a permanent basis. And I call that self-development. Ibig sabihin, I want to upgrade, and develop myself so that I still become relevant in the marketplace, so I can create value for other people. And if I create value for other people, I am creating value for myself.
Yeah. And what else do you think, Coach Ras? Aside sa acceptance ng, yes, somehow, a lot of Filipino think the victim mindset. Pero Timo, what else are the practices that we need to do to be able na we upgrade ourselves in personal development?
I think another thing that I want people to understand, no, na in the end, the reason why maybe gipit tayo parati because we always think transactional. So which means short term, no, and kadalasan nang naiisip natin, gagawin ko lang to kung may makukuha ako, gagaling ko lang to, may makikita ako. And I think that the greatest practice here is move it from transactional practice to transformational. What does it mean? Okay, know that everything in your life is an experience for you to grow and be better in life, to create a brand new experience so that you have more things to offer. But above all, I want us to focus our life in understanding that we are here not just to take, but we are here to receive the blessing. And when we receive the blessing, simply because we become a blessing. So which means, I think let's focus our lives simply by not asking the world or the people around us or the government that they're supposed to do something for us, rather than ask yourself, what can I do to support, to grow, and expand people? So maybe coming from a mindset of contribution, purpose, and support. And a lot of people would bash me, would always say, buti ka kasi kumikita ka na, mayaman ka na. Kaya nga ako kumikita at mayaman ako because ang mindset ko is a never-ending contribution, give, and support.
Yeah.
Sa totoo lang, Donovan, hindi ko naintindihan bakit talaga maraming nahihirapan ngayon. Simply because, again, nahihirapan sila because their mindset is just taking.
Yeah.
But if their come from is just giving, supporting, contributing, paniwala ko dyan, ang laki ng pwedeng maibigay ng mundo.
Yeah.
Kasi, ganun naman eh. The law of attraction is simply, when you give, you will receive. But when you take, you'll be taken something away.
So what I'm getting from you, Coach, is very important is to set out our intention to give always, despite the lack of things na blessings na dumadating sa atin. And paano naman, Coach, pag kunyari na-overextend mo yung sarili mo into giving to the point na parang hindi mo na napapriority yung sarili mo?
Mali
What's
naman
the
yun.
negative
Para sa akin,
about
mali naman yun na
Yeah.
bigay ka ng ibigay sa iba, pero nakalimutan mo yung sarili mo. Ako naman, ang pinaka-importante sa akin, first, I must give it all to myself. Making sure that I prioritize myself, kasi sabi nga, you cannot give what you don't have. So which means kung feeling mo bigay ka ng bigay, nasaid ka na sa kakabigay, kasi nga, you're giving from an empty cup.
Mm.
You're giving from a space wherein kulang ka na, said ka na,
Yeah.
and kung ipupush mo pa yan, talagang sasama lang ang loob mo kasi ubos na ubos ka na eh. Kaso lang tayong Pilipino, hindi natin ginagamit yung sama ng loob kasi nga, unang-una, mataas ang ating value sa utang na loob.
Mm.
Okay? Apart from that, mataas ang value natin ng shame and guilt. Di ba? Na nauuna pa yung shame and guilt, di baling maubusan ako. And I think ganun din karamihan ng pinalaki, no? Isusubo ko na lang anak, wala na akong ititira sa sarili ko. And kaya, depressed karamihan kasi hindi inunang sarili. Ako, sa totoo lang, wala ako ibang ginawa at I think yung ultimate number one priority ko is I make myself first every day. Siguro spending at least 3 to 4 hours, no? Dito ka ilang gabi tayong magkasama sa isang villa,
3 days. No?
right? So, you notice, pagkatapos ng ginagawa natin, nasaan na ako?
Teaching.
Okay? Hindi,
Facilitating.
pagkatapos nung ginagawa ko sa
yeah.
with the audience,
Having fun.
right? And then after having fun, what do? I spend time alone with myself.
Yeah.
So which means instead of, extending myself, I need to take a rest. So that's my first gift to me. I rest a lot. No? Last night, happy ako. No? 8 o'clock tulog na yata ako.
Yeah.
Sarap. Diba?
Diba?
Pero anong oras mo nakitang nagigising araw-araw? Lagi tayong magkasama sa trip, sa iba't ibang
4
aspect.
a.m. in the morning.
Alright? So, 4 a.m., so all the way hanggang 8, 4 na oras solid, akin lahat yan. Buong-buo, binibigay ko sa akin. Kasi nga, when I am out there, when I start to serve people, OA ako kung OA magbigay. Napansin mo ba?
Yeah.
So it's really
Overgive.
overgiving.
Yeah.
Now, when I overgive, do you think napagod ako?
Hindi, kasi inuna mo yung sarili mo eh.
Correct. Kasi the way I give is umaapaw na lang. So, kahit hindi ako suklian,
Yeah.
okay? Kahit hindi ibabalik yung bigay ko, yung tulong ko, hindi nasasama ang loob ko kasi nga, I'm coming from an outflow. Tama ba?
Outflow.
An outflow. Sa Tagalog, umaawas
Tama.
na blessing na meron ako sa puso ko. Kaya, kusa na lang siyang lumalabas. So, I think that's the principle that I would always tell people na if you want to give as much as you can, make sure you give to yourself as much as you can so that it will just overflow naturally.
Yeah. And what I'm getting from that, coach, very important talaga na inuuna natin yung sarili natin. Lalo na when we overgive to our loved ones, to our partner, to our family, to our friends. Bonus na lang eh. Na kasama natin sila sa buhay natin, na appreciate natin sila, na tinutulungan nila tayo. Pero at the end of the day, if you don't nurture ourselves, if we don't prioritize it, eventually, pagbigay ka ng bigay, mauubos ka talaga.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, baka sila pa yung i-blame mo because of it, di ba?
Ano lang eh, it's really understanding that you are the source of what you give. You are the source of every income that you make.
Yeah.
You are the money-making machine. So if you don't give to the money-making machine, if you don't give to the source that is you, how can you outflow? How can you give? How can you create an abundance that will overflow from yourself to other people?
Yeah. Coach, curious din, no? Kasi maraming naguguluhan. Paano ba talaga ang totoong self-care? Paano ko ba talaga aalagaan and in-nurture yung sarili ko? Kasi other people think na pag masaya ka, yun na yung self-care. For example, lalabas ka, iinom, gagala with friends, magyoyosi, mga ganyan. Some other people, hindi naman sila addict by using it, pero it's not serving them.
Yeah.
Baga, a lot of people are confused. Ano ba talaga yung totoong self-care?
Okay. So I want you to understand the distinction between what we call self-indulgence or self-pleasure.
Self-pleasure.
Kasi in the end, nagpaspa ka. At the moment nung nagpaspa ka, happy ka?
Happy.
Excited ka?
Siyempre.
Pagkatapos mo nagpaspa.
Ang sakit.
Diba?
Durog.
Parang tapos na.
Tama.
Right? Now, part of the thing that we normally do para mag-enjoy tayo is clubbing, inom-inom.
Yeah.
At the moment when you are at the club and you drink, happy ka?
Happy, syempre.
Excited ka?
Yeah.
O pagkatapos,
Pagkatapos syempre hangover, sakit ng ulo, 'di ba?
Yeah, that's
Susuka-suka
self-pleasure.
pa.
That's pleasure. That's not
Hmm,
even happiness, no?
yeah.
In fact, some people, self-care ko ito. Bumili ako ng
Yes.
mamahaling bag, mamahaling relo. Okay?
Hmm.
Na if I ask you, pagbili mo ng mamahaling bag, mamahaling relo, at that moment, masaya ka?
Masaya
Oh,
syempre.
tapos pagkatapos, the following day,
The following day, ba yan? Ito na lang laman ng bank account ko.
okay, so durog at ubos.
Durog at
So it's
ubos.
not self-care. It's actually what we call you numb yourself
Hmm.
from feeling empty. That's why we do a lot of these crazy things, okay? Or sometimes, not just doing a lot of crazy things, numbing yourself, but maybe making yourself feel important.
Hmm.
Ang tawag natin to feel significant. So therefore, the reason why nangyayari yan sa karamihan ng tao is because they don't feel whole and perfect alone. So when you do your self-care, simplihan lang natin, you have a good night rest. You wake up the following day, you meditated for 1 hour.
Meditated for 1
You
hour.
also worked out and you
Yeah.
start learning.
Yeah.
Bago ka lumabas, anong feeling mo? Buo or wasak?
Buong buo kasi nakapagpahinga ka, na-prioritize mo yung sarili mo at the same time, yung heart rate mo because of the workout that you did, sobrang energized mo.
Yeah. Just in case that day hindi mo naka yung gusto mo, yung goal mo or
Hmm.
or yung affirmation na gusto mo, sasama ang loob mo or buo-buo ka pa?
Buong buo kasi the fact na nag-meditate ka ng 1 hour, that's very struggling. And at the same time, pag na-achieve mo siya, parang na-unlock mo na yung biggest challenge within the day mo.
Yeah, and therefore, that is the most exciting part because the self-indulgence, tama ba yun? Or the self-pleasure
That pleasure.
that a lot of people would indulge themselves because that's self-love daw,
Hmm.
is not actually self-love. It's just filling up the hole because there's emptiness.
Hmm.
They need to numb their heart.
Yeah.
They need to start taking a look at on how they can feel significant. But the thing around self-love, which is really understanding
Hmm.
that what you give to you
Hmm.
in specific manner in terms of what? Love language.
Love language.
So imagine ako, okay? Number 1, early in the morning, I have 4 hours with me. That's quality and quantity of time, all for myself.
Right.
Siksik, liglig, umaapaw. Okay? Number 2, affirmation. That is also my affirmation time. Number 3 is also my physical touch. That's where I get to start really making sure that I take care of my body. Okay? Being kind to myself, not rushing, not serving other people, serving myself, no? And above all, okay, the gifts, no, is really the gift of just being me. So which means self-care is equivalent to creating that self-assurance that with or without money, with or without affirmation, with or without everything that's external that we want in our life, it's always whole and perfect. So which means you need not anything outside you to feel whole and perfect. All you need is a deeper connection with yourself.
Yeah.
And para sa akin, when I have a deep connection with myself, that also means that I have a deep connection with my Creator.
So, very, very important pala, Coach, no? Na we give ourselves that love languages. Kasi a lot of people, ang mindset lang nila, love language is for the people na gusto nilang i-serve, i-please, or ipakitaan ng love. Pero, what I got from your share is to really incorporate the love language first in ourselves para buong-buo tayo and at the same time, siksik, liglig,
Sige
umaapaw.
nga. Tanong ko sa iyo, karamihan ng, especially love life, karamihan ng banggaan, ng awayan, ano nangyari? Kasi?
Dahil stress sa buhay,
Okay,
maraming
saan
problema.
nanggagaling stress? Especially with a romantic relationship.
Yeah, maybe in the work na
Okay.
ginagawa na trabaho, other people, and also sa kapartner mo rin pag nairita
Yeah.
ka.
Yung bullshit na you complete me, hindi
Yeah.
Nobody can complete you. It's only you. That's why it's
Yes.
called self-worth. Kasi nanggaling siya sa akin. Kaso lang, karamihan ng banggaan, karamihan ng away ng romantic relationship, or maybe any other relationship is that sumama ang loob mo kasi yung behavior ng isang tao hindi mo gusto. And then you take it upon you. Okay?
Yeah.
And then you take it against your self-esteem.
Yeah.
Tapos yung choice nila, di ba? Meron lang silang ibang ginawa. And they say, you don't make me feel valued. You don't make me feel important. Inuno mo pa yung paglalaro mo ng game. No. You don't feel important. You don't feel valued because you don't give yourself that importance and value. So para sa akin, bonus na lang kung naramdaman ko yung pagmamahal ko. Bonus na lang kung naramdaman ko yung pagmamahal ng ibang tao na gusto ko manggaling sa kanila. Bonus na lang talaga lahat. Because why? I cannot complain because there's too much love overflowing in me. And balik pa rin tayo dun, Donovan, no? You cannot give what you don't have.
Tama.
Which means, kung sama lang ng loob ang nakukuha mo sa mga taong mahal mo, kasi baka yan lang yung meron siya, tsaka yan lang yung kanyang ibigay. So here you are, ganun ka rin, kulang ng pagmamahal sa sarili.
It's,
So nire-require mo sila ngayon na mahalin ka buong buo. Hindi mo nga mamahal ang sarili mong buong buo.
Tama.
Sila pa kaya.
So it's really reflecting on ano ba yung kaya kong ibigay sa tao na to. Really checking on yourself, putting in awareness kung ano ba yung dala-dala mo inside. Kung galit ba, kung frustrate ka ba sa buhay right now, are you shameful, do you have fears and all. Kasi eventually mabibigay din natin sa tao na yun, unaware tayo na parang maliit lang naman na bagay yung ginawa niya. Pero because of that mistakes na nagawa ng partner na yun, bigla tayong sumabog and nagalit.
Is it because
Is
of
it
the
because
behavior and the decision and the choice of the other person? Or because you feel lack inside that is showing up in their behavior?
Yeah, it's the lack inside, I believe.
So why don't you fill it up? Versus looking for opportunities, answers from external, start looking for it internal.
Yeah. And I really believe na self-care talaga ang pinaka-important na foundation para ma-fill mo yung void na yun inside. Tama, Coach?
Yeah, and some people say, bakit self-care? Bakit unahin mo sa sarili mo? Unahin mo si Lord, unahin mo si God.
Tama.
Hello? Hello? How can I show my love to my God, to my Creator, is to make sure that I take care of the divinity in me.
Tama.
And when I take care of my divinity in me, my God will be so proud of how He created me because I am able to nurture, to grow, and develop. And at the end of the day, this is how I want to honor and worship and praise and acknowledge and bring back all the glory and honor to my Creator.
Yeah.
Is the way I am taking care of myself. Because when I take care of myself, I'm taking care of my connection with Him.
Yeah.
And when I take care of my connection with Him, it's easy for me to take care of people around me, to give that love that I got, that I received from my God Almighty.
It's really honoring yourself to honor our Lord. Tama, Coach?
Yes. The way I honor God is I honor, number one, the temple of the Holy Spirit, physically. Number two, with a clean heart. Wala akong bitbit na sama ng loob. Diba? Sabi nga ni, I think saan yung nabasa ko sa Bible na bago ka mag-offer ng offering sa akin, kung may sama ka ng loob sa ibang tao, ayus mo yan. Okay? And of course, the way I honor my Creator is also to start expanding and growing my consciousness. Sabi nga sa Psalm, as the man thinketh from his heart, so shall he be. So which means it's also taking a look at on the growth that I have for myself, and that's how I want to live my life. No? Which means it's being in spirit, it's inspiration.
Inspiration. And tingin mo, Coach, anong masasabi mo sa mga tao na tingin mo? Anong masasabi mo sa mga tao
Kaya mo yan, sige.
Nag-pause eh. Tingin mo sa mga tao na ganun yung mindset nila.
Na ano?
Unahin si Lord kaysa sa sarili nila. Na parang pag in-honor sila si Lord, mas active sila sa ganitong religion, mas ito yung priority nila. Kahit sometimes yung pera nila, wala na. At the same time, yung energy nila, doon na napupunta. And yung result na nakukuha nila in life, hindi align sa gusto ng, or sa promise ng Lord para sa kanila. Anong
Siguro
take
unang-una,
na
ayaw
message?
kong pakialaman ng trip nila. Kung yan ang
Tama.
trip nila, then yan ang trip nila.
Tama.
Now, kung yan ang gustong buhay nila, na hirap na sila in terms of their health, hirap na sila especially in money, tapos yung relationship nila, maganda lang sa labas, but yung sa loob hindi, baka yung the way they think, the way they act, the way they move, their consciousness is already no longer working, and I call that ineffective. I'm not gonna saying it's a wrong, I'm not saying it's right, but maybe is it what you want? Because if that's what you want, then continue practicing it. But if that is something that you don't want, then it's time to change.
Time to change.
So, ako advice ko sa kanila, just continue to do what you're doing. If it's no longer working, change it. There might be another way of doing it.
Yeah. And sometimes, because of that practices, I know a lot of people na parang ginawa nila yung lahat, pero in the end, parang feeling nila victim pa sila. So, anong nangyari? Blame pa nila si Lord. Parang ganun sa mga nangyaring challenges and difficulties in their
Kaya
life.
ako, syempre, nasa social media na tayo, so marami akong mga iba't ibang paniniwala na hindi align doon sa paniwala ng ibang tao.
Yeah.
And malaking chances are, gusto nila akong i-influence, mag-isip ng ganon. And the way they influence is sometimes, mga bashing pa. Ako, all I have for them is love and respect. I will not bash them. If that's the way they want to influence people, I just send them all my love. I just send them all the blessing I can have, simply because my way of doing this is just not to preach about this. It's just to be the example of how I want to live my life.
Coach, anong legacy ang gusto mong iwan dito sa mundo? How do you define your legacy?
Siguro,
when your time comes.
Siguro yung pinaka gusto kong legacy, dahil sa influence ko sa transformational work that we do, at least maraming pamilya na nahilom, anong example nito, 'di ba? Siguro kaya tayo nagkatagpo, Donovan, is because maybe ikaw mismo is wounded, and a lot of your wounds galing din sa family. And if I may ask you, how did this transform your family, your parents, your siblings, your wife? Ano yung nakita mong difference na meron akong naibigay dahil sa transformation work that I do?
To be honest, because of you, Coach Ras, dati hindi naman kami nag-uusap-usap as a family talaga. Kumakain kami, wala kaming conversation, parang basta kumain lang. And because of the practices that you taught us, right now, masasabi kong sobrang close na namin ng family ko. Lalo na yung father ko, kasi lumaki ako nang hindi ako nagpapakita ng emosyon sa father ko. Hindi ako dapat umiiyak kasi lalaki ka. Hindi ka dapat nagsishare ng drama mo sa buhay. Dapat strong ka lang, ganito, ganyan. Pero right now, masasabi ko na I'm very happy kasi yung conversation namin ng father ko, very open and vulnerable na. Lahat na nasishare ko sa kanya. Hindi ko nga ma-imagine na umabot kami sa point na nahihiyakap ko na siya. At the same time, nahalikan ko pa sa pisngi. And nakakapagsabi pa ako ng I love you. And because of these practices, talagang masasabi kong sobrang tight and solid na ng foundation ng relationship namin. And even my wife, hindi na kami madrama sa buhay, wala nang challenges or hindi man challenges. Challenges nandun pa rin. Pero wala nang mga drama sa buhay, hindi na kami madalas nag-aaway. And kung mag-aaway man, mabilis na namin siyang na-figure out. So that's how powerful this is. Yung mga practices na ginagawa natin dito sa space natin. And nakakatulong to in a way na yung mga tao na nakasurround sa atin, lahat sila gumaganda rin yung relationship and yung buhay din nila.
Wow. Yan, ang sarap pakinggan, Donovan, and happy ako dahil every day, hindi lang siguro 100 mahigit yung messages na natatanggap ko na somehow maraming family na na-heal, nahilom yung mga sugat in the past, na nag-translate siya all the way to the parents, to the grandparents, to the children, to the grandchildren. And natutuwa ako dahil ang daming taong na-influence natin, natatransform natin because of the work that we do. And somehow, they're also doing the work that we do, just like you. Parang, ma-imagine mo ba that you're also doing a transformation work that I do?
Yeah, I really imagine myself doing the transformation, sharing what happened to me to a lot of people.
Yeah. So I think that's the legacy that I am excited that I'm still doing. And I'm willing to do this for the rest of my life. So I'm asking and praying that I live more than 100 years so I can have 50 more years to do the work. Because sana in my lifetime, makita natin bawat Pilipino masaya. Bawat Pilipino mapayapa. Bawat Pilipino, okay? Masagana. Hindi man lahat maging multi-millionaire, pero napansin mo naman, Donovan, halos lahat nung na-transform natin na buhay, habang tumatagal, mas gumaganda yung buhay, especially their finances. At higit sa lahat, karamihan hindi na pinoproblema yung pera. Kasi alam na nila yung formula, paano gawin. Pero higit sa lahat, ang gusto ko ng bawat Pilipino malaya. And the freedom will come from our mindset
Okay.
that we don't have to be afraid. We don't have to dwell in our doubt. We don't have to be in a negative prayer that is worry.
Mm.
But all we have to do, no, isang dakilang lahi is to believe
Yeah.
that we are a nation of God-loving human being. And the way we show our love is to be hopeful, in spite of a lot of things that are showing up in our life is not the way we want it. We still believe that there is, a better, better future.
Mm.
But the most important work that we have here as Filipino is to bring in love to anyone and everyone who we meet. Okay, specifically our enemies. No, we just have to bless and love our enemies,
Yeah.
and to bring in love to everything that we do. No, whether you are doing the job that you like or you don't like, put in love.
Yeah.
And in everything that you are actually in engagement. And I think that's the highest form of energy, is love that we can bring into the world.
Wow. Coach, how do you define success in life?
Success, simple lang. Huwag ka lang pabigat sa ibang tao.
Define further, Coach. Parang
Ah.
wag ka lang maging pabigat. Kasi, some people are frustrated eh.
Hmm.
Parang ang success sa kanila.
Okay, nagiging pabigat ka kung number one, kunwari sa family mo,
Mm-mm.
stuck ka.
Mm.
Do you think your parents will be worried about you?
Yes, syempre.
Alright? Kung hindi ka lang stuck, palubog ka, do you think people around you will be worried about you?
Yeah.
O nagiging pabigat ka.
Oh.
So, simple lang. Okay? Some people don't look at money as their success
Yeah.
factor. And that's okay.
Mm.
But at least somehow, in your life, you are not a burden to anyone. You're just, you're just being in a space of constant progression, getting better every day. Up until one day, if money is your measure, then you create the enormous amount of money because you become better every day.
Yeah.
Or maybe most loving relationship, that you're getting better in relationship. No need to blame. No need to put up drama. Then up until one day, okay, all you have for people around you is love. Health, that you do not become a burden for people because you're not taking care of your health. That every day, you may not have the six-pack abs, but at least araw-araw inalagaan mo yung sarili mo. Ganun lang kasimple eh. So, hindi po siya requirement na pera, fame, or whatever. Ang requirement lang, you're getting better every day. Parang yung puno, di ba? The older it gets, the more it's useful, the more it creates more value, it gives more shade, namumunga, tapos yung bunga nagiging puno, nagiging forest. So, maging productive ka lang sa araw mo. Para sa akin, successful ka na.
Wow. See, a lot of people are seeing success as something na may tangible thing eh. Kapag meron ka nito, yun na yung success. Pero you cleared it out. It's really not about those things, but what's inside of you. Na yun yung nagpapasaya sa'yo. Pag gumigising ka, excited ka sa buhay, and you're feeling successful in life because of this energy.
Again, I have nothing against money, ha. Naramdaman ko na kung paano magkaroon ng walang-wala. Naramdaman ko na anong pakiramdam ng merong-meron. Syempre, mas masaya mag-celebrate ng may pera kaysa walang pera. So, hindi ko siya pinapositivitize na okay lang ba naging mahirap. Pero siguro mas okay na rin na kumikita ka. And that can be part of course of a lot of people would measure success in terms of money. However, if money is only what you measure your success to, it's empty. It's miserable. And a lot of people who I know who do have all the money in the world, walang katapusang kung ano-anong binibili, walang katapusang activity kasi nga hinahabol yung external kaysa yung internal.
How do you explain, Coach, sa yung mga tao na naging successful tapos biglang nag-flop sila sa buhay? Anong naging problem with them or parang naging lapse para bigla silang maging pababa yung nila?
Ako kasi ang paniwala ko, no, lahat ng gusto mo sa buhay or mga pangarap mo, yung ating creator, yung may kapal, tinanim yan sa utak mo.
Tama.
Right? Willing siyang ibigay yan. Now, Some people, dahil may desire sila, may gusto sila, may goal sila, gigil na gigil sila, and they do whatever it takes, hard work, day in, day out, maybe forgetting about their health, maybe forgetting about family, nakuha nila.
Yeah.
But when they realize, when they got what they really wanted, external, especially, let's say, financial success, they realize, kulang, empty. And because it's kulang and empty, instead of going for more, feeling ko lang na burnout, and hindi ito tungkol dahil wala silang kapasidad, based on result, may kapasidad. Kaso lang, dahil na burnout, ayaw nang gawing ulit. So, para sa akin, it's really the mindset of taking a look at on understanding that in life, this is what I learned from David Guillaume, Kabbalah, no? There's only two things. Number one, it's either you're taking what is yours or you're just preparing to receive what is yours. Either or, choice mo yan.
Yeah.
So, pag kinuha mo, hindi ka pahinog, hindi ka handa, maaring ma-burnout ka, maaring mawala rin yan.
Yeah.
Kaya pagod na pagod. Pero kung ang trabaho mo lang is paghandaan, physical, emotional, mental, yung gusto mo, at kung ikay handang-handa na, kusang ihahatid yan, kusang ilalapag yan, kasi nga, ready ka na.
Tama. For example, coach, no, parang nanalo ka sa loto. Yung mga nanalo sa loto, eventually, hindi rin nila na-sustain yung wealth ngayon.
No, this is based on data, ha, that people who won the lottery, no, after how many years, mas mahirap pa sila kung saan sila nagsimula. It's the same thing, yung sabi ni, I think ni Warren Buffett na, Buffett. Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffet.
Oo. Pareho lang yan.
Yeah,
di ba?
yeah.
Doesn't matter. Di ba? Ang sabi niya, if we are to divide all the money in the world equally, it's just a matter of time, yung sobrang daming pera, babalik din sa kanya yung sobrang daming pera. Yung mga walang-wala, ganun din walang-wala. So, what does it mean? Is it about money? No. Is it about your container, your vessel, your context, your preparedness to have this money?
So it's really the learnings that we have, the ideas that we have. Yun talaga yung makapag-generate ng true wealth, coach.
Ako, ito lang ang basihan ko, no? Of course, CEO ako sa iba't ibang company. Pero sa totoo lang, hindi naman ako talaga CEO. I put in my creator, my God, as the CEO. Tapos pag tinanong ko anong strategy ko, simple lang. Okay? I have no strategy for the market. I only have strategy for myself and my people, which is growth, which means we want to grow as much as we can so that when the market change, when the algorithm change, when everything changes, hindi ako mahuhuli kasi nag-grow ako.
Yeah.
Number two, strategy is experience. Ibig sabihin, pag merong mga bagong iba't ibang pamamaraan on how to create better result in whatever areas in our lives, subukan natin. Huwag nating i-dismiss, no? Katulad niyan, 'di ba, nung pagbago labas ng ChatGPT, parang hanggang ngayon marami akong kilala, hindi pa nag-AI, no? At hinusgahan na, no? So, experience it, not knowing ito pala yung pinakamagaling na teknolohiya na meron ngayon, okay? But above all, pinakamalaki kong strategy why I'm able to create organizations, no, na nagte-10x year after year.
Wow.
Grabe yung exponential. Because ang focus namin is not on taking or profit, but ang focus namin is giving or contribution. So which means, ang pinakauna naming pinapahalagahan sa organization as our strategy is to make sure our people are well compensated, are happy, are excited, that every day they come to work with so much happiness into Shasam because, again, we put them as our priority. We value them as our greatest resource.
Yeah.
Of course, apart from that, we must make sure that our products and services are world-class. Di baling loss kami dyan. Basta importante, the experience of people, especially the clients, talagang sobrang sulit na sulit, no? In the end, when we put all of these things to, I'm sure, 100% sure, yung profit tumatakbo na lang. Now, meron tayong mga KPI, no? Paano yan? May mga KPI. Simple lang KPI ko, no? Ang KPI ko, self-care.
Oh, yung kaninang sinabi mo, coach, the meditation, the workout, the learning, so very
Sige nga,
essential siya.
ikaw Donovan, di ba? Ilang company na ang na-handle mo through me.
Yeah.
Tapos wala ka namang alam sa negosyo nila, 'di ba?
Totoo.
Tapos ang trabaho mo lang is tulungan sila mag-self-care.
Yeah.
Now, versus those organization na may self-care versus sa wala,
Mm.
anong pinagkaiba?
Mas masaya sila sa income na nakukuha nila.
Right.
Lalo na yung mga, kasi these businesses generated income. But the difference with the business na nagsa-self-care sila, grabe yung relationship and yung synchronicity nila sa work. Talagang yung collaboration nandun, yung energy, ang saya nila every time na nagtatrabaho. Yung mga boss nila or their higher ups are the ones na sila pa yung lumalapit kahit sa pinakambababang posisyon. So nagkakaroon talaga ng equality in a way, kahit may possessions, pero may equality because ang saya, ang saya sa workspace eh. Lahat tayo pinapriority yung sarili natin. So, pagdating sa pagbibigay ng service or pagbibigay ng oras ko in this work, sobrang nagiging abundant yung energy mo. Kasi nauna mo yung sarili mo eh. So, right now, you're coming from a place na ito yung sobra-sobra sa sarili ko. Kaya ito yung isuserve ko sa company na to.
And
Galing.
that's something that I'm really excited about. So,
Yeah.
nakita naman sa lahat ng company na siniserve ko, wala akong special talent, gifts around strategy, except growth, experience contribution. Tapos kung ano yung mga measure natin na weekly nating tinatrack is really yung self-care.
Totoo.
No? Automatic because it's an organization that's growing, and the way we grow our organization is to become a learning organization.
Yeah. That's what I love about the strategy or the plan that you have, Coach. Hindi na sobrang daming technical
Simple
na
lang, di ba?
Self-care. Self-care lang. Self-care lang. To be able na mas magkaroon kayo ng masayang space sa trabaho.
Simplihan na lang natin.
Totoo.
No? And some businessman, ang tingin sa strategy ko, kabobohan. Okay lang kasi hindi ko naman kiniklaim matalino ako. Para sa akin, life is simple. Life is easy.
Yeah.
And you make it simple and easy, it's gonna be fun.
Wow. Hindi na kailangan komplikahin pa, Coach, no?
Daming cheche-bureche, ganun din naman.
Pinapa-technical pa and all.
Correct.
Magmukha lang matalino,
oo.
magmukha lang angat yung
Kakapagod.
ano nila. Pero eventually...
Pero na-test out ko na to. I've been doing this for the past 17 or 18 years. Wala pa akong kumpaning pumalpak. Kung meron man, dahil yung mga may-ari mismo, kaya hindi nag-self-care.
Oh, yeah.
Hindi vinalyo yung self-care. Tapos yung KPI nila is kitaan, tsaka pigaan ng profit. Tapos kanina natin kukunin ng pigaan sa mga tao.
Tama.
Biruin mo, minimum wage. Again, hindi makataong minimum wage ha.
Yeah.
Of course, hindi ko sinasabing dapat lahat doblehin, but ang sinasabi ko lang, create a program that will allow people to grow and expand themselves so they can help you in your business so you can increase their income.
Tama. Ano ba ang desired income ng deserve ng mga Pilipino, Coach?
Whatever they want to achieve, it's possible as long as they're willing to work on their, again, growth.
If you imagine us in a first world country, tingin mo, magkano dapat ang ini-income ng Pinoy?
Wow, ang gandang tanong yan.
Yeah.
Siguro worst case, 25?
Worst case?
Yeah.
Grabe,
25?
ang iba, managerial position na yun ah.
Yeah. And an average, 100?
100, yeah.
No, at least siguro 300?
300.
Nako. Okay
tingin mo,
na
Coach,
yan.
may mag-ibang bansa pa nun?
Wala na. Kasi
Sarap na, no?
ibang bansa ka, let's say domestic helper, magkano ba ang DH sa
Salary.
Hong Kong?
Ako, actually, wala akong idea, Coach. Pero tingin ko mga nasa around 30 to 40 siguro.
Okay.
No?
30 to 40? Hindi ko alam. Huwag na tayo mangialam dyan. Babash pa tayo. But in the end, no, hindi worth yung iiwanan yung
Ay, nako.
pamilya mo. Hindi worth yung hindi mo makain yung gusto mong kainin. Hindi worth yung pananabik mo. Hindi worth talaga, sa totoo lang. And doon ako nalulungkot, no, na marami tayong magagaling, mahuhusay na kababayan na yung buhay nila hindi nila gusto, pero kailangan lang gawin dahil nakakalungkot. No?
Alright. And tingin mo, Coach, pag wala nang umaalis sa bansa natin, tingin mo mas mag-i-scale ba tayo o mas maghihirap pa tayo?
Mag-i-scale tayo kasi yung
Yun.
ekonomiya nandito.
Tama.
Umiikot yung pera. No? In fact, anong basihan ko dito, no? Yung ating economy. So, hindi ko alam kung nakikita mo ba yung mga nag-a-ads dyan na yung ganitong country, naghahanap ng tao lilipat sa kanila,
Oo.
babayaran ng ganito.
Yeah.
Kasi nga wala ng ekonomiyang tumatakbo doon kasi halos lahat ng tao nasa senior citizen na.
Okay.
Ang alam ko, Pilipinas, pati Indonesia, perfect candidate na magkaroon ng napakandang ekonomiya base sa
Ooh.
population ng young people na meron. So if you look at the pyramid, yung pyramid natin is sa maraming tao. I think if you look at the voters, the recent voters, I think 60-70%, no? Ng population na sa voters pa lang
Yes, coach.
is in the millennial and Gen Z, no?
Grabe,
And
dami
kaya
namin.
I'm actually rooting for the Gen Z because para sa akin, pag naitanim natin sa Gen Z itong mga ideas na meron ako,
Yeah.
malaking chance magbabago ang Pilipinas kasi mas bibili ng mga Gen Z yung mga sinasabi ko kaysa millennials din somehow, but yung mga kaidaran ko, mga Gen X, parang
Mahirap na
kalokohan
baguhin.
yan. Meditation, self-care, di ba? Again, hindi ko rin masisi ang Pilipino kasi survival mode tayo eh.
Totoo.
Parang, i-meditate ko pa ba yan? Itrabaho ko na lang yan. Di ba? I-overtime ko na lang yan. Kailangan ko pera eh. So again, the mindset of Filipino is still again alipin, survival mindset, and that is something that I really want to start looking into. That in the end, no, everything is available. We are now living in the greatest economy that anyone and everyone do have opportunity to grow, opportunity to expand, opportunity na umasenso. Di ba? Dati, kunwari sa showbiz, no? Siyempre, kailangan may itsura ka.
Pogi ka dapat.
No,
Maganda.
hindi lang may itsura, kailangan may backer ka.
Ay, oo.
Right?
Mahirap
Now,
makapasok.
may itsura ka na, may backer ka, may talent ka ba, di ba?
Yun
So,
pa.
ang daming
Bonus.
qualification.
Oo.
Ngayon, kahit sino na lang, ano,
Basta matutukan ng camera. Basta may character.
we are now in the equal playing field, no?
Yeah.
And we are now in the economy wherein everyone have an equal playing field na
I agree.
nakakatuwa lang, no? Ang daming teenagers who's making it really big in their
totoo.
financial success because of this. But however, hindi pa rin yan mangyayari not unless magkaroon ng mindset shift
Yeah.
from abundance, that everything is available, to scarcity. Kahit anong gawin natin, walang-wala tayo.
Yeah. Siguro, coach, since grabe na yung gupit ko sa'yo, no? Talaga namang,
Oo, hindi ko lang alam anong itsura ng gupit ko.
talagang
But
fresh as fuck ka na. sobrang
Talaga.
sobrang solid na ng look mo,
Seryoso?
coach. Actually, dito yung salamin. Ayan.
oh, shoots,
Anong
ganda.
mo, coach? Anong judgment mo sa
I
gupit
love
ko?
it.
Yan, I love it.
Shucks.
Siguro, coach, the last
Ganda.
message. Pogi na ulit. Balik sa dati. Tasang-tasa.
Thank you.
I love it. Siguro, coach, the last message that we want to hear is kung makakapag-whisper ka sa puso ng lahat ng tao right now, ano yung sasabihin mo ngayon sa mga tao?
Simple lang. Karapat-dapat ka mabuhay ng mapayapa, masaya, masagana, at higit sa malaya. Piliin mo yung sarili mo.
That's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Sobrang random lang na itong plano namin ni Coach Ras. Actually, conversation lang. Ginupitan ko lang. Pero grabe, ang dami yung napulot na sobrang valuable about business, about relationship, about family, and at the same time, seeing how capable you are para sa buhay mo and sa mga gusto mo pang ma-achieve in your life. So again, thank you, Coach Ras, for the opportunity na magupitan kita. Grabe. Nakipagkwentuhan lang, gumapo ka pa.
10 years natin itong kilala.
Yeah.